Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you week 3, which we're looking at negative, indefinite, um, and the negative, the indefinite, preterite, and the imperfect. Okay, so you're going to want to study pages 223 to 227 and pages 234 to 236 and review pages 200 to 206, 216 to 219, and 230 to 233. Students should be able to at the end of this week, students should be able to identify when to use the preterite tense as well as how to form it using both regular and irregular verbs. Students should be able to identify negative and indefinite words and expressions and know how to use them. They should be able to identify the differences between the preterite and the imperfect tenses and know when to use each. They should also be able to read 2 short texts on reggaeton and on baseball in the Caribbean and be able to answer short answer questions on what they have read, demonstrating their ability to read and comprehend short passages in Spanish. They should also be able to use the preterite tense, sports, and weather vocabulary to write a paragraph describing what they did last summer. All of this week's assignments are due by the end of the day on the 24th of January. You want to start this week like any other week by looking at the instructor-made videos. So if you click on the link of the book that takes you to the instructor-made videos, you'll see various ones out there. You'll want to watch each video. Then you're going to want to click on the class participation form, click on the thread, and then you want to hit reply and post any questions or concerns you have about the material covered in the videos. Okay. You also have a reading comprehension quiz this week. So when you're ready, you'll open it up. There you're going to see 2 passages, 2 different reading segments. When you're ready, you'll hit attempt quiz now. It has a 3-hour time limit, and you only have 1 attempt, so don't open it until you're ready. There you can see the passages again. You'll just read the statements below and fill in the blanks based upon what you've read. And then there are some true false questions, but remember when it comes to the fill in the blanks, these have to be manually graded. So your grade will probably be may be lower than what it will ultimately end up being. Just be patient. I have to go through and I will manually grade these. I go back and look. And so if, for example, it asked for a number and you wrote out the number, but in the answer key it was the number, the computer can't make that distinction, but I go back in and give you points for something like that. Okay. All right. You also have writing assignment 1. So when you're ready, you're going to open that up. You're creating a script this week. I workshop them, so you get 100 just for completing this. Then you'll get 100 for critiquing someone else's, and then you'll get an actual grade for the final draft that you write. So in this one, in your draft, it says El verano pasado. For your latest blog, you have decided to write a narrative of what you did last summer. Write a paragraph of no fewer than 10 sentences, be as detailed as possible, and use the following ideas as a guide. The activities you did when it was hot, sunny, or cool, the things or equipment you needed to do those activities, any sports you played and the equipment you used, the places you went and the people you visited, where you worked at, or the classes you took. And this should be using mostly the preterite because you're talking about last summer. So when you're ready, you just hit start preparing your submission. You write it all out and hit save changes, and then next week you'll open this workshop again and you'll see somebody else's writing that you'll actually critique, and I will as well. Then for oral dialogue 1, we'll look at assignment 4 in just a minute. For oral dialogue 1, you're going to see this right here, your workshop. Someone will have already critiqued your script. So for oral dialogue 1, you'll open up that workshop, take that script, and when you're ready, you'll click on this and you'll make a recording that will come to me. I've given you various ways to do it. This is the prompt for the script, but you've already done it, so you probably don't need to look at that. It's just me reading what's here. Option 1 for your recording, you would do an ILOS video. So this will tell you how to do it. After you've watched that, it'll essentially send you to this red record button, which will take you into ILOS and you can make your recording. If that doesn't work for you, you can use any device on your computer, and this will tell you how to upload it to the assignment. And option 3 just tells you how to use Vocaroo, and there's a link to Vocaroo. If you use Vocaroo or ILOS, just make sure when you go down here and you hit add submission that you paste your URL right here. Otherwise, I will not see your video. Okay. And then then you also have assignment 4. You're going to go out to my language labs and complete these SAM and extra practice activities. So when you're ready, you just click on the link that will take you to my language labs and sign in. And then you just want to go to your course calendar. And then you click on the 24th. And you'll open up the activity. You can do it as many times as you would like before the due date. But again, if you're doing it more than 3 times, I suggest reaching out to me so that I can help walk you through what you're doing wrong. And that's everything that you have to do for week 4.